Hi guys, this is Dr. Sadashivam again with you. Today we are going to talk about the India's ties with other countries, especially the United Kingdom. The relationship between United Kingdom and India is continuously improving. In fact, the United Kingdom is formally departing from the European Union and they want to come close with India and taking an active part in the Asian region. That's very clear because of the diplomacy played by our government. The India's Ministry of Commerce and the industry in the United Kingdom, they are working very closely in terms of how to improve the ties between India and the United Kingdom. The prime ministers of both the countries, there have been lots of conversations between them, between the prime minister's office on 10 Downing Street. Now, in order to improve the trade between the two countries, it is necessary that the corporate taxes have to be lowered. In fact, the corporate regime, tax regime, needs to be conducive so that the corporates from other countries are willing to invest in India, okay, in line with other developed countries in the world. Of course, India has already taken that initiative in terms of reducing the tax to 25%, which means the outcome of that has been very clear. It has brought in huge amounts of FDIs, foreign direct investments in the past years, even during the pandemic. And the second sector that needs to be focused on is the insurance sector. The government has recently opened up the sector to open up the FDIs, and it is very encouraging that the FDI limit in the insurance industry has been increased from 49% to 74%. In the union budget for 2021, it was announced by the finance minister. The next most important is the defense spending. In fact, we all are aware that India is the third highest military spender in the whole world. In fact, the FDI limit in the defense sector needs to be increased, both for the purposes of strengthening our manufacturing industry and also to gain good export businesses. So the automatic route has been, introduced, and this is expected to be one significant step in the right direction. So the FDI cap in defense production has been increased from 49 to 74%. This means that the Indian defense sector is already flourishing, but that requires good amount of foreign technology also, without which we will not be able to produce anything at the world standards. And your dream of exporting things, they become a waste, they become futile. Therefore, it is not just important for us to hope for Atmanirbhar Bharat, but we need to think one step ahead. That is making something here, not just for ourselves and self-reliance, but for the world as a whole. Now, the next most important thing is that the government expenditure in healthcare, that is partly reflected in the healthcare industry, reflected in the budget, and the healthcare expenses have increased quite a lot. But if you look at drug pricing, that's a two-edged sword. There has to be a judicious balance, a golden balance needs to be maintained between innovation and prices. Because if you keep the prices very low, then medical companies are not encouraged to innovate anything because money goes into that. But if you increase the prices, the public suffers. Therefore, it's a very, very tight rope that needs to be walked. And India being the vaccine capital of the world, government is doing a great job on this particular thing. We should not raise unnecessary controversy. And, data is another thing. That's the new oil. With the increase in technology, the data flowing from countries, data flowing across countries, it is very, very important that we take cognizance of the fact about data privacy. I think the government is already doing all that. But whatever is required to be done in order to provide a conducive atmosphere for other countries to do business in our country, the government is already doing that. We all know the second wave of COVID is hitting us very hard, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and let us all hope that we come out of this crisis and we will emerge as one of the strongest economies in the world. $5 trillion, right? Not many years away, just a question of 3 or 4 years, especially going by the number of initiatives that the government is taking. So this was a special article on the relationship between India and the United Kingdom. I think the approach to any other country would largely remain the same. We have to play the diplomacy card. Recently, I went through one interview of our foreign minister. People are putting up, when we have requirement of COVID vaccines within our country, what is the need for us to export to foreign countries? This is one issue that is being raised by so many people, and for that the minister's answer was very clear, because most of the ingredients are imported from other countries. What if those guys say that we will not provide those inputs to you? Will you be able to sustain? So life is all about giving and taking, and this is a two-edged sword. We have to walk a very tight rope into it, and these are things that, in my opinion, we should leave it to the wisdom of people. The administrative services, there is a complete ministry devoted for this. They are the ones who are authorized. They have all the information, and they know what is good for the country. Okay, so I think instead of getting into small controversies, we should leave such things to the wisdom of the learned people in the government. Let them do their job. What can we do? Let us contribute to our economy. Let us contribute to how we will be able to contain this coronavirus in terms of following certain protocols. What is that? COVID related behavior. What is it? COVID behavior, safe distancing, wearing masks, etc. I think that's what, as responsible citizens, we have to do that. Okay, so coming to the main point of it, we talked about the diplomacy between India and the United Kingdom, and with most of the countries, we have different strokes for different folks. For example, Pakistan diplomacy strategy is different. Bangladesh, our strategy is different. With Russia, it could be different. With US, it could be different. But as an IAS aspirant, I think you need to know what is happening, what kind of friction are emerging, what are some of the bone of contentions between India and its other countries. Very important. These questions might come both in preliminary as well as in the mains. In mains, of course, you have to make an essay, and more kind of data you have and more you are able to articulate and substantiate that, you will have an edge with other people. Okay, we will keep continuing with many of the current topics, and do subscribe to this channel and go through all. This is Dr. Sadashivam signing off to Jai Hind.
உடல் சுருங்கி விரிந்தால் கீழ் மூச்சு விரல் சுருங்கி